Final paper. Introduction. Digital connections formed on social media, forums, and other platforms provide opportunities to build relationships that might not have been possible in person. Adult friendships online are becoming more common as technology makes it easy to connect with people anywhere in the world. However, questions remain about how these relationships compare to those formed in person. Through an exploration of research, this project examines the differences and comparisons between online friendships versus in-person friendships. Adult online friendships differ from in-person friendships in several ways, including their development, maintenance, and the level of personal connection they offer. Froding's view on Aristotle's friendship theory. Froding explained how Aristotle's idea of friendships indicate that friendships should be mutual, have pleasure, and both people must be useful to each other. Viewing a friend as both useful and pleasant can help build a sense of connection and appreciation between friends. While online friends can provide emotional support and share interests between them, the ways they help each other might be different than the way friends support and share interests in person. It is possible that Aristotle's idea about friendships could be understood in a different way than it comes to the role within an online friendship. 6 main functions of friendships from the views of Prosingidanus. There are 6 main functions of friendship, which are collaborative and exciting activities done together, well-being and support, emotional safety, loyalty, self-validation, and intimacy. These factors can show how friendships improve over time and benefit emotional well-being while being able to understand those aspects of friendships and how they can assist in positive emotional well-being. Interactions can help people feel connected and sometimes make difficult times easier. Some adults having close friends is an important part of their well-being, while others may rely less on friendships and have different social needs. Hood's Loneliness Study. A survey was conducted that included 149 participants participating. He found that the feeling of being lonely can drive people to look for connections online, regardless of how many new friends they make. These findings suggest that social loneliness is seen as a potential motive for reaching out to people online. Hood explained that 3 factors of offline loneliness can include social, romantic, and family. These could be potential motives when it comes to reaching out to people online, which can create differences when it comes to finding friends offline versus online. Scott's study on social information processing theory. Scott discussed the social information processing theory, which states that throughout time, the way people interact, connect, or form friendships is like the way people react online with each other. When it comes to online versus offline friends, the differences that were seen were the level of control, nonverbal cues, and accessibility. Online friendships are able to have more control over how they show themselves, while online friendships lack nonverbal communication such as body language. They could make up in areas by the accessibility and ability to connect with others from diverse locations. During a study by Scott, different determining factors were evaluated within online friendships. These factors included levels of control, nonverbal cues, and accessibility. Through Scott's study, they have shown that Females often report having more online friends compared to males, which may be due to differences in communication styles or approaches within relationships. Online communication in a person's life has made it more common for friendships to include both online and in-person aspects. This study shows how technology can impact the way that people interact and keep their relationships. Friendships and Well-Being, Halliwell's study. Halliwell examined 5,000 participants in a random sample. Three main conclusions were made, which were the total of friends within one circle in real life was related to the overall well-being of a person. The number of friends online did not relate to the well-being of a person. And in-person friends were extremely important when it came to people dealing with big life-changing circumstances. A person's well-being and visiting with friends frequently are seen to have a 0.5 point increase rating on a 10-point scale, which means that visiting with friends and making them a priority brings happier ratings when it comes to emotional wellness. Polls suggest that people who maintain this form of closeness are less likely to have feelings of loneliness and isolated thoughts. Friendships and Well-Being continued. Thompson's study. Thompson utilized 350 adults to explore the connection between friendships and well-being. The survey measured the levels of loneliness, depression, anxiety, and stress. The results of this study showed that loneliness was linked to the number of friends a person has. Those who reported having more friends experienced lower levels of loneliness, and by forming deeper connection, a person can form a supportive network that would be able to decrease the increased levels found within the study. Thompson went on to state that making connections count rather than forming new relationships would be the key to eliminating higher negative physical and psychological stressors from loneliness. Applying new information to future careers. New information from these studies and evidence can be applied to future career and counseling by helping clients understand the importance of social connections and the pros and cons of meeting people in person or online. Understanding how these relationships can assist with overall well-being of a person can provide support in gaining and maintaining friendships with an open mind. This could assist in providing future clients with a better comprehension of the benefits behind social support for mental health. The information can also assist in addressing any forms of social isolation seen in clients. Being able to speak about the importance of friends and the benefits they provide can help a client in gaining the motivation they may need to combat the social isolation they may be faced with. Biblical worldview. Friendship formations in adults from a biblical worldview brings a perspective of how making and maintaining friendships shows support and love. The Bible states that friends are to support each other in Ecclesiastes 4:9 through 10, where it mentions how friends can bring each other up in times of need. Good friendships are created through loyalty and being kind. This is just like Jesus. He was friends with everyone and always shown how he was loyal and kind to all. God wants his people to continue to grow with each other and support one another. By understanding how these bonds are created, it is possible to maintain them with ease.